All right, so the next task we're going to take a look at is adding a new contact to Procore. And this is something that you do at the project level directory, not the company level directory, but the project level directory. If someone tries to tell you to do it at the company level, then don't trust that person. They're a bad person. So there's two things that are important to do. Is that one is that you select, when you add a person, is that you select the correct permission template. And then when you add a company, it's vital that you assign a company to a division level cost code. You could assign them to other cost codes, but at least you have to assign a company to a division level cost code. And I'll get into that more in Procore here. So let's add a person. And let's say we're going to add James Dean. That's kind of unexpected. James Dean. And you got to put in their email. So then here's that first vital best practice is you need to choose the correct permission template. So James is an outside subcontractor, so I'm going to choose outside subcontractor. But say he was like a client or a tenant. Now, if I were to assign a client or a tenant to CDS project manager permission template, that would give the tenant or the client access to see all of the information in the project. They'd be able to see all the bids. They'd be able to see the schedule. They'd be able to see everything. So it's very important that you just are careful and you choose the right permission template. It's easy. You just need to choose the right one. There's plenty of options here. So I'm going to choose outside subcontractor for James. And there we go. He's in there. So now you also want to associate James with a company. So I'm going to call this James Dean Construction. Let's call it Dean Construction. Dean Construction. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to save this. And I'm going to click Save and Send Invitation to Procore. Then James he'll get an email inviting him to Procore, and he'll have access. So you'll see Procore created James, but then when I associated with him when I assigned him to a company, it automatically created Dean Construction. So there's another best practice we want to make sure to do is we want to jump in here and we want to go to bidder info. Bidder info. And then we want to assign the company to a cost code. So we want to assign them to a division level cost code. So that's one of the ones that just has two numbers, 02, 01, 03. So I'm going to assign him to concrete. And the reason it's important to do that is then our subcontractors are in bigger buckets, and it makes it a lot easier to look for them. We're actually, by the end of this week, we're going to have all of our subcontractors associated with division level cost codes. And it's going to make it a lot easier to find them in Procore. I can associate Dean Construction with other cost codes, more detailed cost codes. That's fine. That's great. But it is important that every subcontractor in Procore is at least assigned to a division level cost code. So I'm going to click Save. And there we have it. We've added a person, and so it was vital that we selected the correct permissions template, and we added a company, and it was vital that we assigned them to a division level cost code. And just to reiterate, you do not add contacts or companies to the company level directory, not the company level directory. You do that at the project level directory. If someone tells you that it's at the company level, that person is out of their mind.